Sometimes describing things to my grandparents is like, you ask hypothetically, what would happen if you put activated yeast in an airtight container? And my grandmother asks, what recipe is that for? And we're like, no, this is a thought experiment, maybe a real experiment. Perhaps we could seal tight the pressure cooker and just not plug it in to see what would happen. And then my grandfather asks what kind of bread we're making, and we're like, no, we're thinking through a hypothetical experiment with an unplugged pressure cooker. And then my grandmother asks why you'd make bread in a pressure cooker, and we say no for the millionth time. We're just wondering what happens to yeast if you put it in an airtight container. Do you think they'd just run out of oxygen and die? We could probably look this up somewhere. And then they ask where we found this recipe and why it's in a pressure cooker, and we say no, it's not a recipe. In fact, what we're considering could create botulism or something. And then they ask, what has botulism? And we're like, there is no botulism. We're considering the possibility